And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pollock, your host, with a really nice microphone in front of me. I feel almost like a professional. But anyway, we're here at Community Viewpoint. I have with me today Tamlin Taylor, who is in charge of the environmental side of the Earth Day event this year. And if we're looking at Arbor Day festivities, we have Debbie Woodland. Tamlin, we'll start with you, and you're taking over from that other guy who did it for a whole bunch of years that you're sitting next to. But anyway, can you tell us a little bit about what you've got in store for us this year?
Yeah, thanks, John. Let me see. Well, we know the date, right? April 26th is Saturday. And it's a day full of all kinds of interesting people there. We have a room full of people working with environments, a whole bunch of people related to water. So a lot around that. We have some of our local clubs, the Pahrump Valley Garden Club. We have the Master Gardeners. And we have many of the other organizations from the state. Don't want to forget Pahrump, Clean Up Pahrump. They've been doing fantastic work lately. The other folks from the state would be BLM representative. We also have U.S. Fish and Wildlife. Oh, I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody.
Probably, because I always used to forget everybody.
Yes, but tons of people to meet and talk to. One thing that might be a little bit different this year is we're trying to make more activities for kids and children. So we have a whole outdoor area set up. And one of the things we wanted to do was do like a story time for children. But we also invited some yoga teachers to come. And I have somebody out there too that's going to be talking about horses, about all the different horse groups in town. We'll have Donna Lamb, who's a dancer and artist, and she's going to have her pottery wheel out there. Let me see, we're going to have a station set up to paint pots. So anyway, I think there's going to be lots of stuff for not only individuals concerned with the environment, but things for their kids to do as well, just to get them a little bit more experience with issues.
We'll have a couple of the utilities from town.
Yep, Great Basin Water, of course, will be there.
And Valley Electric as well.
Yep, and also too, we're going to feature, we're working to update our open community well protection plan that Nye County uses, where we'll have BEC Evandy, she'll be there. Dan Weeks, with the manager for the Nye County Water District, will be there. Christopher Berkeley with National Rural Water Association will be there. They're going to bring their water model. Ooh. But I mean, it's something that I think everybody should know about. There'll be a presentation sometime May possibly, for this plan for Nye County to help protect the water since we have so much business coming into the valley. We don't want any contaminants getting into the groundwater.
Also, once again, this year we'll have a few individuals that will be able to get their well water tested. We have some monies left over from last year from the Southern Nye County Conservation District. And if you're lucky enough, and if you want your water tested, we have this laboratory that you do it yourself. It's very inclusive of so many products or so many things that are in the water, and it's a certified laboratory, and so you'll have a chance to get your well water tested. Now, you were part of the coalition when you were with us before. What did you do over there?
True. Yes, I currently still work for the Nye Communities Coalition. And I work by doing different nutrition programs. So I do a nutrition program for adults throughout the valley. I also get into the schools. I Pick a Better Snack. I do that program with the second graders at J.G. Johnson. And I'm also involved with some of the gardens in town. We have a garden over at the Pahrump Valley Apartments that I work with. and a couple gardens in the schools. So that keeps me pretty busy.
Yes, and you have a few people over there that from the coalition that'll you can ask them questions this year, because you can be running around running the thing.
Right. Like we have Mary Rose Parkman that will be there with the coalition's programs and information. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there's plenty more people that will be there. Hopefully, the Fish and Wildlife will bring the pet turtle, the tortoise. That's always fun for the kids to not play with, but to.
Friends of Discovery Park will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And you know a lot of people that are on the board, too, that are sitting here.
Yes, I do.
Oh, my God.
Yes, I do. Well, I was going to say also, too, did you want to go on more about, I got a little game I want to play.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
But I think what I'll just do is talk briefly about Arbor Day.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, and in fact, we call it Earth Arbor Day. I don't know whether you all know the date, how they came to get Arbor Day started. Do you know what year it was proposed? Do you guys have any idea?
No.
If you have an answer, hit your buzzer first. No? Okay.
No.
January 4th, 1872.
Holy.
I know it.
Cow.
Arbor Day. That's how long that tradition's been going on. It was actually proclaimed in 1874 by Nebraska's Governor Robert Furness, and it was originally observed April 10th. In 1885, it was named as a legal state holiday. Interesting, huh? How many years we've been observing
That's quite a long
Arbor
time,
Day.
yes. Yeah.
And I know so many people out here do participate, donate to the Arbor Day Foundation, but they send those little tiny plants and stuff, and I know so many people, the plants that they send really aren't good for our area, but I wish maybe I should send an email and ask them if they'd kind of change to more drought-tolerant plant material. And mentioning that, I think we're going to change it up with Great Basin this year. We donate trees for free at Earth Arbor Day. I think I'm going to incorporate some desert shrubs. I mean, because I'll see what I can do for trees, but this way I noticed those 5-gallon, like last year we gave out a lot of pine trees.
Yes.
And it was kind of difficult for a lot of people, and they would even tell you this, oh boy, I got to find somebody to dig the hole. So I think if we go a little bit smaller, we won't be able to find trees, but something, like even if Texas Rangers per se, or yucca, Hesperalo, what do they call it? The one with the red little flower, red yucca.
Oh, okay.
And the hummingbirds love it.
Okay.
Something right around Earth Day, be perfect, and it'd be easier for people to keep it to survive, and easier to dig a hole and amend it with. So what do you think? Is that a go for you guys?
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that idea.
Okay, I think that's something that Great Basin will do, and I just need to send that on to my supervisors. So another thing that I wanted to say, that first year, and I was just doing a little reading before I came to our program here today, I was surprised to read that first Arbor Day, I wish I would have highlighted it, that they estimated that people planted 1 million trees. Can you believe that? And that was in Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now is what I'd like to do is just ask you, Tamlin, I know you told me you did a little research. You knew, when was Earth Day talked about? Do you remember? John, you can participate in this too. Do you guys remember the year?
I believe it was 1970, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That's the wrong buzzer. Alrighty. Okay, this is my no, this is my yes. Also, two, do you know the reason why it's April? And do you know who gave it the name?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do that much reading?
Yeah, I don't recall that. I know originally they wanted to be closer to the nature cycles.
No, that's true.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. It was actually it was Wisconsin Senator Gaylord Nelson, and he picked those dates because they fell between spring break and final exams, hoping that college students would participate.
Yeah, I think in the beginning there was a lot more educational, classes and
Yep.
workshops and stuff around it. It was pretty interesting.
Do you remember, do you know when it went global? What year?
Was it 1980 or no? Not,
Nope. 1990. 1990 went
No,
global.
okay.
And the other thing that was interesting about it, that both Republicans and the Democrats, they responded to the conservation messages, and it was helpful in the creation of developing EPA.
Yeah, that I thought was pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
that is
'Cause
interesting.
You always think it was always been around, but
Yeah.
really not that long.
Right.
If you considering.
So also as part of the Earth Day, Arbor Day, we'll be having snacks for the folks.
Oh, you better talk about the snacks.
Yes, before you run out of time, and we will run out of hot dogs. We're going to have the Chicago style hot dogs there. We'll have a certain amount of them, so get there early, get your hot dog. And they'll also be serving some chili with cornbread, what's it?
Yeah, chili with cornbread.
And Tamlin and then myself too, we're going to try to find some something to drink that's healthy, that doesn't come in plastic. And then
Exactly.
you've been looking, I've been looking too. And so we'll have some things for you that are relatively healthy and not too exotic or expensive also.
Yeah. And don't forget about the smoothies. The prickly pears help us with that.
They'll be in the kitchen. They'll be behind the counter there making smoothies, healthy smoothies, like they have in the past, prickly pear ladies. So they'll be there doing that also. So any final words, my ladies?
Well,
April, what?
what's the date?
April 26th
Yes.
from 10 to 3.
At the community center.
At the Bob Root Community
Center at Petrick Park. So we will be seeing you there. Anything else that we missed? Music? No. That's
I
about
can
it.
say there's going to be some pretty good raffle prizes there too.
Yes, let's not forget that. So
Yeah.
we'll play this one more time prior to the Earth Day, Arbor Day event to remind you just in case. So I want to thank you, Debbie Tamblin, for stopping by, and thank you.
Thank you.